uh, the boxer's trainer's child. And earlier I came on, but I had to scrap that um, podcast because I went into some technical difficulties. But I'm back at y'all like I never left. Okay, so listen, I today was sitting watching football, right, and two fighters came to my thought process, and I was like, dang, what really happened to them? I'm talking about the Charlo twins, Jamel and Jamal Charlo. Jamel Charlo was at one point the undisputed junior junior middleweight champion of the world. I mean, what happened to his career after the Canelo incident? I call it the incident because, in my opinion, I felt like uh, I felt like Jamel had all the mechanics necessary to beat a Saul Canelo Alvarez, right? And I still think to this day that when Jamel went into that fight, he went in there um, kind of with the feeling that he was going to lose that fight, right? He didn't go into that particular fight like he normally went into fights and did what he do, right? I mean, these two brothers, these two identical twins, right, were ferocious in the gym. They were ferocious when they had a fight, right? In my opinion, how they got away from what they loved doing is beyond my ability to comprehend. Both of them was magnificent boxers, right? And they had power. They had Jamal in particular. Jamal, excuse me, Jamel in particular had a set of mechanics superior to none. He was actually good when it comes to being able to move in the ring um, to avoid punches, to avoid being in a position where he could throw a punch and get up. He was just a good, magnificent boxer. Both of them were actually magnificent boxers. Jamel, the big Charlo, right, is 29. Excuse me, is 34 years of age. He's 6 foot tall with a 73.6-inch arm reach. He's a right-handed. 33 wins, 22 by knockouts, no losses, never been stopped and no draws. And I think he might be the WBC middleweight champion of the world in recess. Now that's on the fence because it has been alleged that he was stripped, right? But I haven't had any documents to suffice that. So I'm going to put him in recess. I don't want to be biased about this, but the fact of the matter is that I lean heavily toward both of these twins, Mike, because I just don't know what became of them in their consummate desire to be great champions. You know what I mean? I do kind of understand that they had a psychological relationship towards one another that kind of pushed them out of sorts as far as their feelings for one another is concerned. I don't know where that came from. I'm quite sure it has some type of a psychological impact on their performance as it exists today in regards to boxing because you don't hear anything about them anymore. And I hope this video will be perceived by those in the chat that want to see the Charlos fight again and get behind me and this video and start clamoring up some desire for those boys to come back, man. I want to see the Charlos back in the gym. I want to see the Charlos back beating up people. You know what I'm saying? They're great champions. They were great champions, and I'm reluctant to think that we've heard the last of them. Right? I know Big Charlo, Jamel, right, had made a statement that he was back in the gym and he was trying to get a fight with Andretti, right? Now, I don't know if that fell through or what was the outcome of that. But I did read something lately that that fight is supposed to be sometime next year, 2025. Hopefully it'll come to fruition. But that won't be enough to satisfy my desire to see brilliant boxers back at their craft. I'm talking about his brother too. I haven't heard anything from Jamel, right? Jamel is the what they call the small Charlo. He's 34 years of age as his brother, 5'11", 1 inch off from his brother, 72.8-inch arm reach. He's a right-hander. He has 35 wins, 19 by knockout, 2 losses, 1 to Canelo Alvarez, and the other one was that boy out of Detroit. His name escapes me. But he avenged that loss and came back and whooped him for his belt, and then came back and made a fight with Unified. No, actually, Jamel wasn't Unified. He came back and fought, damn, that dude, but he was a bad Mavajami. The guy that he fought was a bad Mavajami, and I'm quite sure that those in the chat that remember that fight know what I'm talking about. He was, I mean, Jamel knocked him out, right, in the later round, but this was like a rematch, right? And the first fight, he whooped Jamel. And on a rematch, Jamel whooped him, knocked him out, right? It was an awesome fight. That was one of the reasons why I take the position that Jamel should have beat Canelo Alvarez. He was too much of a boxer to not beat Saul Canelo Alvarez. He had he had everything necessary to beat Canelo Alvarez, but one thing. He didn't go in there with the confidence of a champion. He went in there, in my opinion, with the losing mentality, You know what I mean? And I've never seen this before in Jamel. Jamel would go in the ring, and actually both of them would box hard, right? But this particular fight, when he fought Saul Canelo Alvarez, he didn't fight Saul Canelo Alvarez with that kill instinct, right? He actually, Canelo Alvarez knocked him down. And I was like, oh, this is not something that I catered towards seeing the ecstasy of Jamel Charlo fighting Saul Canelo Alvarez. I just thought that he should have won that fight. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up, man. And I appreciate those of y'all that's in the chat, that's been in the chat, that's gone. And I'm going to be back with you. That being said, hit the subscription button, hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, and tell me what y'all think about the Charlos coming back, man. Let's have some screaming and hollering about getting the Charlos back in the gym. You feel me? And hit that bell icon so y'all will be aware when I drop another video. Okay? And share the video with your friends and relatives, man. That being said, I'm gone.